G'day guys, Grant here, how you going? Just came back from an amazing ride down to New Plymouth, about an 800 kilometre ride, which consisted of gravel and sealed road, and on the little 310GS, and I thought, I'll give it a little bit of a rider's review. I have actually owned and ridden bigger bikes. I've owned a 1200GS triple black, and downsized to an 800GS, and now I've downsized again to the little 310, and I absolutely love this bike. It is amazing. You do have to ride it though, by that I mean you really do have to use the gears, and you say if you come to a corner and you're in the corner, and then when you exit the corner there's an incline, you have to actually kick it down a couple of cogs and try and keep the revs into 6,000 to 7,000 RPM, so that when you pull out you've got enough grunt to get up the hill and maintain momentum properly. Same with when you're trying to bloody go up hills and things, you've really got to prepare yourself. So you really do actually have to be mindful of what gear you're in and how you're riding it. On the gravel, it is just so much fun. You just turn off the ABS, and then you can lock the arse end up when you're going around corners, and you can give it some power, and it's just such good fun. Actually, one word, that's the word that describes this bike, is fun. The only other thing that I wanted to talk about is the suspension, really. It's really, really important that when you get your new bike, your little 310, that you set the suspension up correctly. It makes one hell of a difference, the preload on the rear shock. So if you get that set up right, it makes the ride really, really comfortable. I only bottomed it out once, and sometimes I wish I could have the rally rag gear on my bike, but I bottomed it out once, and it wasn't as severe. It didn't hurt my back or anything. It just went thug, and just did its thing. But yeah, and these bikes are just amazing. They're just so cool. Yeah, but as I say, the important thing is that you have to ride it. Compared to the big ones like the 1200GS, where you can just stick it in 5th or 6th gear and just leave it there because it had the torque. This one you don't, you actually have to ride it, but that's what makes it fun, in my opinion. That's why I like it so much, is that you actually have to work at it to make it work. What I do miss a little bit though is to be able to overtake cars, because you've got to be onto it really. When you come down in size from the bigger bike, when you normally just open the throttle and blink your eye and you're going past the car, this one you have to plan it. But apart from that, on New Zealand roads there's a lot of gravel, and there's a lot of twisty windy stuff, so it's awesome. So anyway, I hope you really enjoy your bike. They're awesome.